Hey, how is life treating you? Thanks so much for looking in. Right, in this video we're going to take a look at just general read of what's in store for the week ahead. Basically, it's a pick a card reading as per usual. I'm making these videos a bit shorter and there's going to be more of them. Basically, that's the way it's going. So let's take a look. We're going to use in this video the Starman Tarot. It's a wonderful deck, very brightly coloured, beautiful illustrations by David De Angelis, who created a lot of artwork for David Bowie, actually, and you might recognise some David Bowie kind of influence in the cards we're going to look at. So let's turn the camera on the table and let's see what we've got. I know some of you guys really like the wooden background that we've got going on here, so let's use it again. Let's kind of make this the way of things. Pick a card reading, of course. We're going across card 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That's how we're going to run with this one. So if you want to pick a card, friends, now is the time to do it before you know what they are. You can be your own psychic, guys. You can trust your own psychic senses. That's kind of the big point of what I try to do with this channel, is get you guys tuned in. You know, I know a lot of you are already in spiritual development and a lot of you will already kind of understand what I'm talking about, but whatever stage you are at with that development, friends, trust your vibes, trust your guides, and pick a card. Maybe pick 1 or 2, maybe pick 3, maybe pick all 5. That's no bad thing to pick all 5. So let's get started then. If you've made your selection, we will turn over card number 1. And card number 1 is the King of Cups. Let me bring him in a bit closer so you can have a closer look there. There is the King of Cups, absolutely resplendent. Beautiful colours in this deck, are there not? Okay, so what does this mean for us? Well, for sure, it's the earthy part of the water signs, really. Cups are all about water sign energy. The signs involved there are Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, and this really is the earthy side of it. There's a compassionate, kind sort of nature going on when we get this card. The King of Cups is very generous, really, very giving. The cups are all about what we long for, what we desire, and it is super important to get grounded. I really want to emphasize this at the moment. The way things are in the world right now, maybe the way things have always been in the world, but particularly with everything that's going on right now, it's more important than ever to be grounded. So friends, if you think that might be an issue for you, and even if you don't actually, you've been drawn to this video for a reading, so especially if you picked card number 1, the King of Cups here, visualize those roots going down, 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 out of your feet into the ground beneath you. Even if you're on an upper story, same difference. Just visualize it, believe it. See those roots going down, down into the earth, deep, 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 wrapping round the earth's core, coming back up again and actually wrapping around your ankles. So you can do whatever you want because they're your roots, but no one can knock you over. No one can get in the way of your purpose. And this is a great card for going forward into a new week. It's dramatic, it's living, and it's really quite ground energy as well. There's a chance that artistic inspiration, that kind of thing, is going to be leading to success, particularly if you believe in yourself and believe in the other people around you who are involved with that. Very positive beginning to things there, and just calm, just creative, just wise. And in terms of the cups, in terms of the things we long for and what we desire, try and be as calm as you can and just visualize and believe those things coming towards you. So there's card number 1, King of Cups. What have we got for card number 2? This is my question, and it's the 6 of Swords. And what we're looking at here is transition, transience, things changing. Let's bring the card up so you can take a closer. Where's the camera there? Take a closer look at this one. We've got this fetus here, a baby forming in the womb. And that's the nature of life. You know, things are always on the change. It's a fact. But there's something new coming in here, especially if you picked this card. And this was like the only card you picked. But this is great advice for anyone. We can see the character here is kind of moving along. And he's being faced by this rather confusing mask blowing smoke. And let's face it, guys, guys, there's a lot of people blowing smoke about masks at the moment, rightly or wrongly. That's certainly a big issue in the world at the present time. But transition is all about, you know, everything in life. Every day of your life is a change. Every moment of your life is a change. And that energy ought to be familiar by now. But this card is all about leaving what is familiar, what we know, what we understand, leaving that behind, moving forward, and essentially forgiving the past. You know, the past hasn't always been kind to us. In fact, even if most of the past has been kind to you, you're probably aware of times in the past where things weren't so kind, where things didn't go so well. Leave the bad stuff behind. Just trust the lessons, trust the love, carry them with you, and get on with going forward. Now, this card also indicates there might be a test coming up for you in terms of your ability to really gain new knowledge of yourself. So there's an element of the Hermit card from the more traditional deck in this one. See this as your third eye, and bear in mind, of course, that the third eye looks inwards. So be willing to look within yourself, and then you're going to understand so much more about what's coming up as you go forward. It's a very positive card because it's transition, but there's just that little warning there that we have to do everything in our power to understand what's coming towards us as we go forward. So much of our lives get spent trying to just avoid change, really, you know, because it's not familiar and it's always a risky thing. But you have to try and let go at some point, because the fact is life is always moving forward. Life is change. I can't emphasize that enough. Life is change. So there we go. We've got the King of Cups here, and now we've come on to the Six of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's rather more out there, but the question is, what's blowing in the wind? Maybe you already know, maybe you're going to find out, but it's going to be an issue in this week as we go forward. And this brings us to the heart of the matter, the middle card, card number 3. So what have we got here? Oh, it's a reversed one. And it's the Seven of Swords. Oh, I tell a lie, it is actually the Seven of Pentacles. That's what it is, not the Seven of Swords, sorry, the Seven of Pentacles. So 3 cards, and so far we've got 3 different suits coming up. This is very earthy. This is more about the groundedness that we were talking about in the King of Cups there. These are the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So here's another reason to get grounded. Really, although this card isn't specifically about grounding, to face the transition in the Six of Swords here, you need to be grounded. So send those roots down deep into the earth. We've got crystal energy here. We've got a lot of beauty, a lot of positivity in this card, actually, but in its reversed position it's slightly different. This means really you know, you're going to be feeling the pressure to actually make things work. The economy is moving very quickly at the present time, isn't it? Not always in a positive direction, but things are moving very quickly, and that can push some of us into a position of failure. And what needs to happen then is you've got to start over again. There's no avoiding that, and it's important to do that as positively as possible. This guy looks like he's starting again, even when we look at him the right way up there. That looks like a kind of a new start going on. Certainly a lot of thinking going on there, a lot of trying to work things out. At the end of the day, this is a Pentacles card, and it's quite high up in the Pentacles journey, being number 7. Nice magical number there as well. So there's a lot of positivity there, but it's just a little bit of a warning. I think the biggest thing here is fear of success. So easy to fall into old patterns when you're afraid of success. It's much easier to just go back and not go forward. And this is speaking volumes to me at the moment, because I'm really under pressure to sort of go professional with my channel. And it's a scary thing, but I'm trying to trust my spirit guides and go forward like that. You know, that's what really matters, because that's how the big changes in life come. I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday who's hoping to move to USA, and it's proving very difficult for her, and I can see the angels are leading her towards it, and she is very strongly guided by spirit. She's a medium, but she's kind of got her doubts, and I haven't got any doubts because I know her so well. But when it's personal, we do kind of doubt what is possible within ourselves, and that can lead to impatience, that can lead to negativity. And I guess that's why we've got a reversed card here. But, you know, do try to avoid those old patterns. Really keep trying to look forward, because this is the third card in a row, and I've said it, life is change. I keep on saying that because it keeps on mattering. So there's the heart of the matter, and this really is where the energy of the next 7 days or so is going to be going, according to this reading from the Starman. But let's see what the Starman has to say for card number 4. Did you pick card number 4, friends? Let me know in the comments below which card you picked. And here we have got the Prince of Wands. That's it. We've actually got a card from every single suit so far in this spread. Who knows what card number 5 will be, but we will come to that in a minute, because this is more of a long-term outcome, really. And I don't just mean long-term as in the end of the next week that this reading is all about. And if you're watching in the future, by the way, friends, you've been drawn to this reading right now for a reason. I'm sure you have. That's how the energy works. But yeah, not just the outcome in terms of the end of the week, but long-term future. Maybe looking way into the future, because today is the first day of the rest of your lives. There's that hint of life being a matter of constant change there again. So the Prince of Wands, this guy is setting out to conquer. That's what this is really all about. And he does actually look quite feminine. In fact, I'm looking at the card upside down because I'm on this side of it. Oh no, maybe it is actually a female character. I should know this deck better, but the best way to get to know this deck, like the best way to get to know anything in life, is by keeping at it, using it, living that experience, you know. A lot of preppers say, and it's very good advice, I prep a bit myself, and I do this too. If you're storing up kind of long shelf life foods and that kind of thing, it's important to eat some of them now and again, because you might be storing up something that tastes absolutely rubbish and you're really not going to be happy in a survival situation with it. So, you know, get to know what you're doing. That's so important, because if you're really going to have this conquering energy, if you're really going to be getting over your fears and make things happen with this fiery energy from the Wands, Leo, Sagittarius and Aries are the signs. With this fiery energy, you really do need to know yourself. You need to know what you're about, and you need to be pretty well committed, actually, and have a passion for it. So there's expanding energy here. There's a rush into taking some positive action, really making things happen. And maybe you're going to need to jump up and speak your mind. Sometimes it's important to do that. And if, like me and like a lot of people, you find it difficult to just leap up and start speaking your mind, then if you force yourself to do it, it becomes easier and easier with time. And before you know it, you're actually not just on the journey, because you're on the journey now anyway, the journey is life, but you're more in touch with the energy of the journey if you can really speak your truth. Really important, that one. So there, my friends, we have the Prince of Wands. So now we've got 4 out of the 5 cards. We've got every sign indicated so far. King of Cups, 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the Prince of Wands. And the inverted one, the reversed one here, 7 of Pentacles. That's where things could get confusing. That's where things could get tricky. But it's that sort of week, actually, particularly if you view the astrology for this week. And by the way, do check out my other channel for Astro Truth, which is pure astrology. There is a video up the same day that this is going up. I will put a card up somewhere in this video to link it, and I'll link it down in the description below as well. Check that video out, because astrology is sort of where all these big cosmic changes don't exactly come from, but they're indicated, you know, and it's a good way to understand things. So 4 cards. Let's turn over card number 5 and let's see what we've got here. Oh, Major Arcana at last. It's number 9 from the Major, and it's the Alien. So there's something very new going on when we get the Alien coming in. This is like the Hermit card in the traditional deck, and I did mention the Hermit earlier on, relating to the 6 of Swords there, and seeing this as the third eye with the fetus, the baby being developed, you know. What idea are you going to birth into the world? What do you as a person actually bring into this world? We all bring something in, so think about that, and just go inside yourself a little bit. Be the Hermit. This is a long long-term outcome card, of course, and you do need to really know yourself. It's when you know yourself you can really do something positive with not just your life, but the lives of the other people you come into contact with. And the better you do in that direction, the more goodness you're going to attract into your own life. But there is something coming in from the outside here, as well as deep within yourself. This card is all about bringing back knowledge from distant places and being an alien card. You know, places that are completely alien. Really important to think outside the box when we get this one. So it's also important to be understanding that you are actually perfect the way you are right this minute. You're perfect for right this minute. The journey of life is forever changing us, just like the physical weather, the wind, the sun, the rain, the snow, the ice. All those weather conditions are forever changing. But the universe is always trying to come into balance, you know, and that balance really does go on within every human being, just as much as it does in the world outside of us. So be free, you know, feel free to seek answers, because the journey of life is taking you further and it's taking you deeper within yourself as well. That's the way to understand more about the universe as much as anything. And that's what we nearly to that's what we really need to do. Not just nearly need to do, really need to do. The alien is carrying spectacular visions and wonders, but at the same time, the alien has to seek a way home to the stars, the light from afar, being in this world but not of this world. And as light workers, as spiritually minded people, we are in this world, but we're always aware that we come from a wider universe. We come from the other worlds. This is actually just, this incarnation in life is just one of many incarnations, and it's one facet of our experience of this life. So this is a reminder that always, no matter what, you are on a journey back home to the light. This is the truth. It really is. It's been said that God came to the earth as a glass sphere, and that sphere of glass hit the earth and shattered, and we are the fragments, forever trying to come back together within ourselves and forever trying to make that super long journey home. Excuse me knocking this board about. I must fix it down a bit more carefully. So guys, which card did you pick? Do let me know in the comments down below there. It would be really good to hear from you. It helps our spirit guides get zeroed into each other as well. So we've gone on the journey from the King of Cups all the way along to the alien. Much prosperity in this life, much soul searching going on here, a lot of abundance involved actually with the Seven of Pentacles if we can move forward on that journey. But the alien is really what it's all about, because that's the outcome, not the outcome of life, but the outcome of this reading. Look deep within yourself and see what you can discover. So I hope you got as much out of that as I did, friends. I really enjoy these readings. That's, I guess, why I've chosen to do them. And, you know, a lot of success in life comes from actually doing stuff that you're comfortable with, that you're happy with. It's not always exactly that simple. For example, for a really successful YouTube channel, just as one example, it's quite good to do something that you're not entirely, massively, deeply passionate about, partly because you will become entirely, deeply passionate about it as you go forward on that journey. But at the same time, you know, you haven't got a vested interest in throwing things one way or the other. And the tarot is wonderful for that. And that's why I'm passionate about the tarot, actually, because it really takes you outside of yourself and outside the box. So an interesting journey for the week ahead. Guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Please leave me a comment in the comments down below, where else. Check out the description of this video for a link to my 4 Astro Truth channel, which I'm trying to bring that back, actually. Put an awful lot into Twig Brother, and I wanted to put everything into Twig Brother, but we're starting to kind of sail a bit with Twig Brother at the moment. The wind is in the sails and things are moving. I want to thank every one of you for all your help with that, but do check out the other channel where we'll do some pure astrology again and again as time goes on. If you would like to support me in my work, please take a look at my page at coffee.com/twig. That is also in the description down below, as well as a link to my PayPal, which, guys, I want to thank you so much because a lot of you have contributed and it's made a big difference. It really improves what we can do on the channel, and it's great for making things happen, just like you guys are great for making things happen. Also, if you'd like a private reading, and there is a small fee involved, I'm afraid, which is going to have to go up in September. I hate to do it, but I really have to try and stand on my own 2 feet and make a business of this. So if you would like a private reading, do give me a shout at 35and83@gmail.com. That is 35and83@gmail.com. That too is down there in the description. And with that, friends, please drop a like on this if you've enjoyed it. Also, please, what's the other thing? Yeah, please hit the subscribe button because we need to get those subscriptions up. Big thanks to you if you've subscribed already. And actually, if you have subscribed already, please check to see you're still subscribed, because YouTube likes to play this game of unsubscribing people without actually anyone wanting them to. But hey, what are you going to do about it? Crazy world, crazy YouTube. But this tarot reading has been our key to understanding the craziness of this world as we go through the week ahead. As we go through that week ahead, I'll be back with more videos. Live stream coming up Sunday at 3 p.m. Central USA, that is 9 p.m. UK time. Same again on Wednesday, and then on Friday coming up 12 noon Central USA time, 6 p.m. here in the UK. We'll have a live stream, and there will be more uploaded videos coming. So keep it here, keep it Twig, brother, and I'll see you again in a future video. Be good to each other, guys. Thanks again, and love to you, light to you, blessings, and peace.